Well, good morning. It's Longhaultanker, straight razor shaving with Longhaultanker, and I'm in Vancouver, Washington, which is right across the Columbia River from Portland, Oregon, on the southern end of Washington State. A lot of people get Vancouver, Washington confused with Vancouver, British Columbia, thinking that they're separated by just a little bit, and they're not. They're separated by a minimum of 350 miles. And Vancouver, Washington's on the south side of the state. British Columbia, Vancouver Island is well north of Seattle. Bellingham, Washington, I don't know what all else is up there, but I'm on the south side of the state, right across the river from Portland, Oregon. And as will often happen when you're a truck driver on the road, is that the plans have a way of falling apart and blowing up. I love it when a plan blows up, just like the first part of this. We got delivered this morning at 0700 Pacific time, and all went well. And so I came on over here to Koala Wash to get washed out and scoot on down toward Woodburn, Oregon for this afternoon for a load time tomorrow morning. And so got over here to Koala Wash to get washed out. And they said, well, we're not going to be able to get to you tomorrow. We got a full schedule of business, washouts to do today. And so we're just not going to be able to get to you today. I said, really? First time that's ever happened where I've had to stop at a Koala Wash to get washed out. Let's do the equipment here real quick. We've got a real nice Solingen Backal. I've been told that these are produced by Dorco. I don't know if that's true or not. It's a 1-inch, 8/8. It just got acrylic plastic handles on it, scales, and it is, I gotta sneeze. It's a great razor. I have never had a problem with this. I've got not quite 48 hours, well over 36 hours. I shaved night before last at my daughter's house. And so at the Koala Wash here, they've got this washroom, and it's a real nice setup. And you know, given the fact that it's a diesel shop and a trailer washout, it's clean. I mean, really clean. And so we're using the Backal 1-inch, beautiful razor. My mirror is still steamed up from they got a shower room here, and I took a shower. Haven't had one in about 3 days. And so, not my choice either, just hadn't been in a position where I could get one. A QED Select Manchurian Silvertip, and you just will not believe how soft and comfortable, yet hold the lather and have plenty of backbone coming down for our soap. This morning, we're continuing on with the Barrister and Mann Waves. Waves aquatic oceanic scent, just lovely. Barrister and Mann Waves, or more precisely, Barrister's Reserve Waves Luxury Shaving Soap, to be precise. And that's okay. I like being precise. And so my usage of this soap this week on this trip up here has, I love it. It's very thick and creamy, provides plenty of good cushion. I'm gonna load it up. I'm not going easy on it. I'm not going to get so thick as I did that very first time I used it, which was on camera. And anyway, let's get on to the trip here. Got into Troutdale, Oregon on Saturday, about 12:30 in the afternoon, Pacific time. And my daughter came and got me. We spent the afternoon together. She fixed dinner. Her husband came home from work. And she'd been married. Her and her husband now have been married for 3.5 months. I think they got married in June. And they got a nice, his dad has a big piece of property out from town, and it's got, I think, at least 2 houses on it. And the husband is pretty handy with his hands, construction, carpentry, air conditioning, heater, AC, HVAC, I think they call it. Now, I've met him before the trip, before the April trip. And if you keep up with me, you know my wife and I came up here I had a load up here. It got delivered. After it delivered, I took a few days off, and my wife joined me. But the trip before that one, which was only a few months before, a few weeks before even, it was a real fast turnaround. I got another load coming back. Anyway, a little steamy in the room here, though the outside temperature is very mild, very moderate. I'd say outside is probably no more than 72 degrees, but with the shower and the steam, I've got perspiration, I got no fan. That's the downside here. Anyway, but other than that, it's very clean. It's reasonably comfortable. All right. What else? So I got a little more to say about the new husband. Nice guy. I like him just fine. Well, I think this edge, if I remember correctly, is a Coticule. But when I saw him at dinner night before last, of course he's seen some of my videos, and I'm sure my daughter told him I'm a nut for straight razors. And before he came home from work Friday night, I had my own shave, off camera, of course, and at their house, because I needed one pretty badly, in my opinion. look at that, look at that. So I asked him if he'd be interested in learning to shave with a straight razor. And he said, you know, yeah, I just might be. Got a little burn going on in my eye. And I said, well, you came to the right guy, of course. I ended up giving him or loaning him until he doesn't want it anymore, the union razor that I've been using on my head on this trip. I wasn't going to give him one of my grade A razors, but nothing wrong with the union razors. They hone up real nice and hold an edge, and that one was honed on an Arkansas. Hard black, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to send him a puck of tobacco and 2 brushes, a synthetic and a boar bristle, that are, you've seen that stack of brushes I've got sitting in my home shower window up there. So those are my retired brushes, or brushes that I no longer have in rotation. And so a synthetic and a boar bristle might be a good starter thing for him. I told him not to attempt to hone it. Strop before and after, using newspaper, and about 20 to 30 inches long and folded in such a way that you get a strop of about 3 inches wide, 2.5, 3 inches wide. And told him to watch every video we can. I told him straight razor shaving is not a lark. It's a hobby. You've got to pay attention to the details, because if you don't, they will bite you. So I put them onto some good instructional first time videos. And so I'm kind of pleased, that my son-in-law wants to take up straight razor honing, my daughter's husband. And she's got a son. You've heard me talk about one of my roll-ups I call the Wyatt collection. So Wyatt's mother's my daughter, and so I'm very pleased about that, and I'll no doubt report upon his continuing progress. But we will see what happens. And this mirror is so foggy. Half of my shave, I'm looking at myself in the camera, which small, I can't, A lot of this is taking place by feel, or I can see just enough to I tell you, that brush feels like a silken cloud just wafting across my face. Wafting. So I'm without my usual razor that I usually do for my head shaves. So until I get home, I'm going to just use whatever my rotational razor is for the day, like this Backal for today. And on the way home, I will, after all, these union razors are sold in the truck stop. I can pick one up for $12.99, and that's that. And I'll take it home and hone it up and put it into rotation. I think I got something in my eye. So I think some of that lather's getting into my eye there. The bathroom door you see behind me opens right up into the wash bays where they're doing their work. And so you can hear, I'm sure, the sounds that are going on there. Big truck just backed in there, set the air brakes. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you for stopping by. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'm just an amateur hobbyist. I'm a truck driver on the road, and I like to shave with a straight razor. Been doing it for 7+ years. And I have no commercial interest in any of this. All the products I get, I purchase with my own money, and my comments are my own. I don't claim to be an expert at any of this other than it makes me happy. And I think I do it well enough that I can come onto the video and share my experiences with you, both on straight razor shaving and truck driving on the road. And ooh, who's that crazy truck driver? But I enjoy it. And once you've hit the like and subscribe button at YouTube, go on over to the Shaving Cadre and take a look at that forum. I think you'll find a very friendly bunch of fellows that are interested in creating a amicable environment for straight razor or wet shaving enthusiasts of all kinds. Yeah, very nice. All right. So my delivery in Portland was at 7 o'clock this morning. They had me done and out of there in about an hour and a half. Got over here in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. And found out that they weren't going to be able to get me done today, or ASAP. And so I'm just going to lay up in the bunk, and I got plenty of food in the refrigerator. I had plenty of good food with my daughter, and my high school buddy came over yesterday. And for those that don't know, I grew up, born and raised right here in Portland. High school, sports, Boy Scouts, all of it right here. Went to a small Christian high school growing up. There were a group of about 20, 25, 30 of us boys, 14 to 17, 18 years old. And we played all the sports. We got to do everything together. We went to church together. We were in Boy Scouts together. Went hiking and camping and fishing in the Boy Scouts. Had a good scout master and a good troop that was represented or led by honorable men. And went for the 4 years of high school. And a lot of the stuff we said we wanted, and it hadn't existed previously, whether it was when I was a freshman in high school, a bunch of us got together and said, why don't they have a baseball team? We want to play baseball. And so we had 9 guys that got together and formed a baseball team. And so we did all those things together. And now my buddy, he's kind of like the recreational director. He was the AA state champion triple jump in 1977. And he stayed in touch with everybody. He still stays in touch with a lot of the classmates. Our graduating class of about 35, as I remember the number, was the largest that our high school had had ever. And as I recall, my senior year, from kindergarten through 12th grade, I think there were 120 students altogether. Very nice. All right. So what else? We had a Zoom call last night on our shaving cadre. There were about 14 or 15 of us in attendance. There was a note that went around. We had one of the largest attendances either ever or in a long time, or whatever their measurement was. And that's a good thing. There's lots of good guys on there. And a lot of them have YouTube channels for wet shaving and straight razor shaving. Handle Barber Dave and Rich Blout, also known as Major Rich, and Nurse Dave. Nurse Dave's Shaving World, I think it's called. And they got Bill M, and he's unique in some of the things that he presents. And Cutthroat Journey, The Cutthroat Journey, also known as Kirk. And he's a wizard. He is a wizard with a shavette. He is a wizard with a shavette. And then Lukey 3262, I believe it is. Also known as Matt. I think you'll find him under straight face, ooh, I'm gonna mess it up. So just Lukey, Lueke, I believe it is, 3262. I always find it interesting going into these different truck stops around the country and places such as this koala wash that I'm at, and looking at their facilities and figuring out how I'm going to shave in that facility. Is it going to be clean? Is it going to be spacious? I got a nice countertop here. You know, it's about, I'd say it's about 32 inches wide here, and about 24 inches deep. And it's got a nice sink on it, good hot water. With all the steam and fog on the mirror, and it's still not drying off. I'm wiping on it, but it's not evaporating. It's hard to see. I can see where the blade's at on my face, but I can't see hardly any detail at all. Oh, that's just wonderful. That's wonderful. Of course, they have nice soft water up here in the Northwest, in the Cascade Mountains, and it tastes good too. Very nice. Very nice. Let's move to the right hand. It's going to be interesting to use that blade on my head for my head shave. Feeling good. Just about done here. Got half a face to go and get the against the grain over here with my right hand. The slickness from the soap is making my hand slip a little bit. And yes, I've got some alum over here that I could use. I can't get grip on my chin. Well, that was interesting. I've never had grip become a problem like that before, but we took care of it. Okay. All right, just about done. All right, let's rinse it off and see what it feels like. Very nice. Let's see if I can do that same stroke with my left hand. I guess I can. Ooh, and I'm not ambidextrous. What you got? Almost. That is a fine shave, if I do say so myself. Now let's get onto the head, and we will waste no time. We're at 55 minutes, and it just, you know, is what it is. Take your time, have your fun, set the speed to 2.5. Well, I can tell you that's a plenty sharp razor for my head shave. Plenty sharp. All right, we'll come back to that in a little bit. All right. Well, I was at my daughter's house night before last. I did take the clippers to my head, so I got a haircut, which I do about every 5 days now, it seems like. And so it's always harder to see the lines when I have a freshly cut, a clipped head. Dang, that Lang looks pretty good. I'll leave it there for now. Yeah, until I get a couple more days growth on it, and so I can see the lines easier. right. Give it a wipe off. Get the back of the neck. Ooh, yeah, all kinds of gooey gunk. All right, we're coming up on the end here. Okay. Oh yeah, very nice. Well, let's check that spot. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Let's do some alum here. I'm going to set my razor aside. All right, that's good. That was Zosma alum block that I just ran across my face. All right, there we go. Oh, they're just, oh yeah. Oh, that's, you know, I never grow tired of that. I never grow tired. I feel like a kid, you know, in a toy store, playing with my straight razors. Just have a ball with them. So that's it. Thank you for joining me. We're at 1 hour and 7 minutes, and I will see you down the road.